back on एक Soch की ttalk train of thought with a series of an episode with Karishma Gupta. In fact, it's an interesting journey. Like after 12th standard, she opted for being part of a career as far as the beauty which is concerned, and she wanted to get into beauty or into event management or into fashion like. But rightly she got into beauty, and she was a part of a national winner in UK Skill 2015 competition. And also she had went ahead with World Skill competition in Abu Dhabi in 2017. Interesting story and the insights about her passion which drives the things. Ma'am, welcome back to this episode.
Thank you,
Now for the benefit of an target audience, can you share your experience by being part of an UK Skill 2015 competition what was the feeling of your friends and the family, and how they felt about you being part of an international competition
I think it was very close to my heart and even to my family's heart, because all of us have been have seen a tough time in life, and we have struggled a lot to have to achieve whatever we have today, So when I got to know that I will be the one to represent India, my family was very proud of, and even my friends were very proud of, because and they were having this one thing, Karishma, we are still looking options for the career, and you have already chosen and you have already started with your career, so such things have motivated me more, to give my 100%. And when I actually, having my first flight for UK, I was actually having the flashback of how I started with LTA, what I was dreaming for, and I have literally started to achieve my goals, so it was all there in my mind, and I think
also,
it was...
do you remember any instance of somebody doubting you in making your career in beauty?
Definitely. Not a specific name, sir, but because there was not much of awareness of a beauty industry, so people were very much into this thought that what would you do in this career, and do you want to open only a salon, and you don't want to complete your studies, But deep inside, I was very much sure that if I follow my passion will definitely take me somewhere. And I will prove myself there. So when I landed to UK, that was the feeling, I am there, and I'm very close to my goal now.
Secondly, by being the change in a culture, going from India to UK, how you, Karishma, have adjusted to that culture, and what are the challenges you have faced while being part of that friendly competition in UK,
So if I talk about the environment or the, it was definitely very difficult, because see, one thing that you're very young, so to adapt, to keep yourself flexible is itself a task for yourself, because in a teenage age especially, you will always find every changes very difficult, or to adapt the new changes there. But definitely, because I have realized that responsibility on my shoulders, so it was not, deep inside I knew that I have to adapt these things, be it the food change, be it the environment change, or be it the stress. So when I started with the competition, definitely it was a deep nervousness, because there is a difference between doing a treatment here in the salon and doing a treatment in front of 10,000 people, So we have a open forums there, where the people will just walk, number of thousands of people will be looking at you, and you have to perform in front of them, Also, whenever you represent India, whenever you represent your country, people will only recognize you by your country's name. They will not say कि Karishma ने ऐसा perform किया. They will always say कि India ने ऐसा perform किया. So to fulfill that expectation and to not and to raise the bar of your country, that responsibility is something very difficult to understand also, because you are at a such young age, you know. I still remember when I was competing, I was getting nervous because all the international faces were there around me.
Correct.
10,000 people were there around me. There was a lot of noise, and we have a stress that we are getting marked on every step, you know. So there were, and because it was a friendly competition, you know, so we learned so many things from there, you know. It could be as simple as that, the how to take care of a client, the hospitality that we do, you know, the grace, the hygiene points, the body postures, you know, all of that thing. So I think the UK competition has really helped me to, you know, to shape myself for World Skills Abu Dhabi.
और इसमें करिश्मा, इसमें ऐसा भी होता है ना, एक बूंद सोच की नींव जो आपने LTA इंटरनेशनल स्कूल ब्यूटी ने जो रखी थी, in terms of an holistic approach, like, you know, right from skill set to personality development to communication, that came as a more handy for you to compete at the UK level.
Definitely.
That's good.
Definitely.
And when Karishma, I think when your parents, they saw an headline in articles in newspaper and in YouTube, so what was the expressions and the feeling of theirs like?
As I said, you know, that every phase has its own experience, you know. So I still remember after completing my competition for the day, we reached hotel, and as soon as I switched on my Wi-Fi, I was getting messages back to back on WhatsApp, and I was wondering कि इतने messages कैसे आ रहे हैं, you know.
Correct.
I opened my WhatsApp, and you know, there was messages from my family, my sisters, my uncle, my parents, and they were all so happy that you know, you have been showcased in Times of India. Okay, your article is there, and I think that feeling was very different because being a normal girl, being a teenage normal girl, you know, to showcasing and to looking your article in Times of India, you know, where as I mentioned you that my father was a little concerned that what I will do in this industry, you know. So then my sister shared with me that Karishma, you know, Mama and Papa was, you know, just showing your photo to each and every person, and Dad was so happy that he started distributing sweets, and he was telling to everyone कि मैंने ये कभी सोचा भी नहीं था, और ये UK गई है, you know, और वो भी अपने career life में, and then he realized that, you know, I will do something very big in this industry.
And what was the reaction of an society towards Karishma like?
Sir, I think you know, it has been said, you know, show from your actions, you know. So I think that has changed few people mindset, okay, because अब तक उन्हें यही था कि अगर कुछ मतलब ज़्यादा नहीं हायर डिग्रीज लेना है तो आप ब्यूटी इंडस्ट्री करो, बट लुकिंग एट मी दे ऑलरेडी हैव एन आइडिया कि पापा इसमें तो थ्योरी भी होता है, पढ़ना भी होता है, थियोरेटिकल नॉलेज भी चाहिए होता है. जब मैं यूके जाकर आई, यू नो, या जब उन्होंने मुझे न्यूज़पेपर में आर्टिकल्स देखे मेरे, सो देन दे रियलाइज कि हमें भी हमारी बेटियों को ये करवाना है, यू नो. एंड टू ऑफ माई नेबर्स हैव एक्चुअली केम टू मी एंड हैव आस्क्ड कि मुझे मेरी बेटियों को ये करवाना है, एंड दोज daughters, you know, their daughters have already then later on they took the admission to LTA in LTA School of Beauty, and they started with LTA.
I'm sure many of the audience who are watching TikTok ek Boond Soch ki and listening to Karishma Gupta regarding her career in beauty, I'm sure both many of the parents or the students who would like to make career in beauty industry, हर एक पिता सोचता होगा अपनी बेटी के बारे में. लाइक इट्स एन एक्सलेंट इंसाइट एंड द स्टोरी व्हाट वी आर गेटिंग, व्हाट वी आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग फ्रॉम करिश्मा गुप्ता ऑन टिकटॉक एक बूंद सोच की. आई एम श्योर Karishma is the inspiration of many of them who would like to make their career once they break after 12th standard, and maybe how one can go at the international level and follow their passion and compete. Now it's an interesting insight just to know from her about a world skill competition as Abu Dhabi which is concerned. Do catch up with Karishma Gupta on next episode of TikTok ek Boond Soch ki. Just go to www.ttalk.net, subscribe and like the channel as much as you can. Thank you very much. Thanks ma'am for being part of the show. Thank you.